Mr. Duterte himself would give the target's name, would say who to kill, which would be communicated by one of the co-perpetrators to a handler, and then down to the DDS member tasked with actually carrying out the killing. But whichever way it took place, Mr. Duterte's clearance, his approval was required, his permission was required for DDS members to conduct these murders. And several witnesses confirmed that, and I'll go through them in a minute. But first, Your Honor, just to react to something my friend said in the previous session. This was at I think 12:22 onwards on the transcript. He stated to the effect, the prosecution couldn't even get one witness to admit they heard Rodrigo Duterte give an order to kill. Here's where it gets a little bit cute. At any time relevant to the charges or with respect to any of the incidents. So my friend didn't say the prosecution doesn't have any witness who heard Mr. Duterte give an order to kill. He's saying during this time period. I'd point Your Honors and my friend to PHL OTP 000 15517 at page 0002, lines 18 to 21, where a witness is asked, now did you ever hear Sarah, this is Sarah Duterte, give any instructions for killings to take place? Witness, personally no. Interviewer, okay. Witness, but the father, of course, many times. But this was before 2011. I would suggest that doesn't make much difference. Going back to the confirmations of his clearance, if we could go to next slide. Yes. This is tab 35, Your Honors. A witness stated, quote, only one person was making the decisions. You had to ask Duterte, because if we didn't make that request, if we didn't ask for authorization, we would be chased or we would be pursued, end quote. Another witness stated, if we go to the next one, please, tab 58, quote, we cannot conduct a clearing or killing operations without his clearance. Speaking of Mr. Duterte, we called it clearance, end quote. Finally, on the next slide, perhaps the simplest, the witness recalled, quote, a different witness recalled, quote, you cannot just kill anyone in Davao City without Duterte's approval. Otherwise, you will be charged, end quote. It's tab 117. In exchange for carrying out the murders as directed, the DDS members would be paid reward money. One witness stated, if we go to the next one, please, James, he recalled, this is tab 56, quote, every kill, the first reward money, to my recall, it was $10,000 per kill, end quote. And in addition to paying rewards for specific murders to the person who carried out the murder, Mr. Duterte also paid some of the DDS hitmen, who were not police officers, salaries by making them false employees of City Hall that he ran as mayor. These were so-called ghost employees. They got ID, they received salaries from the city of Davao, they were put on the books, but it was all a ruse because their only job was to kill. So it was Mr. Duterte using the city government and the apparatus to fund his death squad. He also, I'll just note quickly, provided death squad members with firearms, as I talked about earlier at the beginning of the DDS, but also with vehicles and ammunition so that they could carry out their crimes. We'll go to count one now, and I'll talk just a little bit about count one. And Mr. Jeremy will talk about counts 2 and 3 tomorrow. Count one is in relation to murders in and around Davao City during the mayoral period by the DDS. It encompasses 9 incidents of murder by Mr. Duterte's death squad of 19 victims in total. 3 of those 19 victims were children. I'll go to just one quick example. Incident 3 in our pre-confirmation brief, murders in Agdao Market. I'm just going to go through one of them. Your Honors, this is at paragraphs 91 to 92 of our pre-confirmation brief and page 36 of the notebook we passed around this morning. Incident 3 is about the murders, or what happened at Incident 3 is the murder of 3 people in that market on or about 4 December 2013. Before carrying out the murders, 3 DDS members who we'll see received instructions from their handler that there was a job to be done. And the victims in this crime were 3 alleged thieves. So we have 3 hitmen and 3 victims. The informant helped the DDS hitmen to locate the targets, the victims, who were at a shop in Agdao Market that day. And when the hitmen reached the shop, each one shot and killed one of the targets and murdered them in broad daylight. After the killing, the hitmen reported back to their handler up the pyramid chain that the job was done. And their handler, in this case, then informed Sonny Buenaventura, who at that time was one of Mr. Duterte's most trusted men. The reward for this incident, for these 3 murders, was 90,000 pesos total. That's at our brief at para 91. Now, what's interesting about this incident is that a few weeks later, after the murders, a video of Mr. Duterte watching the crime on CCTV was posted to YouTube. And I'll show that video, Your Honors, in a minute. But in the video, you'll see Mr. Duterte standing in the CCTV room looking at a bank of television screens. The video then zooms in on the CCTV footage of the crime, and you see 3 DDS members walking up the street in the market. You see them turn to the right, pull out their guns, their pistols, shoot the 3 victims who are off the screen, and then they walk and jog away, and they don't look very worried. And the video then zooms out, and you see different people running to see what has happened because they've heard the shots. Okay, can we play that, please?
Sa Makati, ganito din.
At most warning sa gagawin. Katong patay sa Agdao. Tanawin ba yun? Tanawin kalakaw. Kanawa. Fiskal, pati pambot kayo sa imo. Morder mo yun klaro. Kanawa. Kaya, berbada. May pagkita ni Esar Salis. Kawan na. Isang rin nalaman mo. Kala. Lara, tutulog. Ano ba? Tanong reaksyon sa mga tao. Dito, patay na. Ito.
And you have to wonder if what my friend said is true, that Mr. Duterte is an honest mayor trying to solve crime. You have to wonder, Mr. Duterte portrayed himself as tough on crime, law and order enforcer. This triple murder was filmed. Mayor Duterte watched it himself. You can see the perpetrators shooting, committing the crime. Yet, Mr. Duterte, the former prosecutor, Mr. Tough on Crime, could not get this triple murder committed in a market in broad daylight with multiple eyewitnesses solved? Of course not, because it was his murder. And that brings me to the next point, which is clear. DDS members did not fear punishment because they were committed at Mr. Duterte's orders or direction. He authorized this Incident 3 killing and the others in Davao City. That's at our PCB, our brief, 71 to 72. And that's why, of course, the death squad members were not being arrested, worried about being arrested for the murders they carried out. And if we go to the next slide, James, one of them says very simply, quote, when asked if he's worried about being prosecuted for the killings he committed, his answer was, quote, no. As long as it has been cleared, I wouldn't worry, end quote. Tab 30. And it's highly understandable that the DDS members were not worried about being prosecuted for the murders they committed, because Mayor Duterte took pride in these killings. He was interviewed as mayor in late 2015, and a reporter put a question to him, asked him about a human rights group report which suggested that he had killed 700 people in Davao. I'll play the video and we'll see his response. You'll also see, just before we play that, Mr. Christopher Bongo is in this video to Mr. Duterte's right. Look at the question, look at Mr. Duterte's answer.
700 daw, pinatay ko. Nagkulang ho sila sa kwenta. Medyo mga 1,700.
No denial. Instead, he takes credit for 1,000 more killings. That isn't bluster. That's not hyperbole. That's the truth. I'll move on now, Your Honors, coming to the end, and talk a little bit about his road to the presidency. He saw that the political success of his Davao model, as my friend said, he kept getting reelected. It was working. He saw that the political success of the Davao model of killing alleged criminals could be leveraged for more power, higher office. As I said in the beginning, that's exactly what he did. During his presidential campaign, he campaigned on a promise, a pledge to implement the common plan to kill alleged criminals nationwide if elected. I'm going to play a video now, Your Honors, that are just some of the speeches he made. It's a compilation of four. This is a tab 12 of 4 videos. It's about 4 minutes, but it gives an idea. These are not all the statements, but it gives an idea of the man who ran for president in 2016. If we can play that, James.
3 to 6 months, sabi ko, I will eradicate corruption, criminality, and drugs. If I become the president, I will order the military and the police to hunt down the drug lords, the big ones, and kill them. Tell me what my credentials to the presidency? Then I'd say, Davao is Exhibit A. Ngayon, dito sa Davao, hindi sabihin ito malinis itong bayan na to. It's not perfect. So that maybe I said, kung dating ako doon sa Pasig, I can promise you, not heaven, but I will promise you a comfortable life. Corruption has to stop. Criminality has to stop. Either makuha ko ang gusto ko or you perish. Magprangkahan na lang tayo. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Patayan yan.
I promise you, hindi naman believe yung ibang tao. Sabi ko, I would stop drugs and crime, criminality in 3 to 6 months. Sabi nila, that's too ambitious. My God, subukan ninyo ako. That's what I told the Davao criminals before. Sabi, pinapatawag ko pa, do you want to go out of the city? Gusto mong pumunta ng Manila, maganda ang buhay doon. Doon ka na lang, gusto mo? Di, yun hindi naniwala. Di, patay. Ano pag-usapan natin dyan? Bakit para sa akin? Did I do it for my own? For my own benefit? To enrich myself? What does the life of a criminal have to do with your pocket? Nabi ko lang, I want a peaceful city. Umalis kayo. Pag hindi, papatayin ko talaga kayo. Di, pinatay ko. Huwag na tayo magtagot-tagot pa. Papangkaprang ka na lang. Ngayon ako, I have this, kung ako ang presidente, huwag mo na kayo mag-demonstrate. Give me time. Give me time kasi naghirit talaga ako. At sa kung gusto naman siya, hindi ka talagang gagawin ko. Hihirit ako. Ang sabi ko sa military pati police, only criminals, drug-related offenses. I will tell the police and the military, go out and kill them. Period. Alam naman nila.
Alam mo ito, pag ako ang na-presidente, I would warn you, I do not covet the position. Pag na-presidente ako, magtago na kayo. Yung 1,000 and it would reach 50,000. I would kill all you making the life of the Filipino miserable. Patayin ko talaga kayo. Kasi manalo ako dahil nga yung breakdown sa law and order. I do not want to commit a crime. But if by chance, per chance, God would place me there, magbantay kayo, kasi itong 1,000 na ito maging 100,000. Diyan mo makita, tataba yung isda dyan sa Manila Bay. Diyan ko kayo itapon. I do not want to be president. I do not want to kill people. So do not elect me as president.
If I become the president, I will order the military and
3
the
to 6
police.
months.
Oops. Sorry. So, if I become the president, I will order the military and the police to hunt down the drug lords, the big ones, and kill them. Tell me, what is my credentials to the presidency? Then I'll say, DeVow is Exhibit A. Either I get what I want or you perish. Let's be straightforward. What does that mean? That means killings. You should get out. If not, I will really kill you. So I killed them. Let's not play hide and seek anymore. Let's just be frank. I will tell the police and the military, go out and kill them, period. I will really kill you. I do not want to kill people, so do not elect me as president. That's the man before you for this hearing, even if he's not in court today. He repeatedly promised to kill people, his own people, if elected president. He said it, he did it, that's who he is. He won the election, became president on 30 June 2016, and did exactly as he said he would. He murdered thousands of people by taking the DeVow model nationwide. I'm finished, Your Honor, and perhaps I'd suggest that the next presentation start tomorrow, if you don't mind, because we only have 5 minutes.
Judge Motok, thank you, Mr. Prosecutor, your presentation and your suggestion. We have now come to the end of this first day of hearings. I would like to thank all the parties and participants, as well as our interpreters, the registry, and the technical staff, as well as all those who contributed towards the success of this hearing. The hearing is adjourned, and we will resume tomorrow according to our schedule. See you tomorrow.